Hi everybody, I am Kim. Welcome to the Regretful Yarn Addict. Today we are going to learn the cluster stitch. It's very easy, simple, kind of mindless. You can do whatever you want while you're doing this. Well, maybe not whatever you want. I mean, within reason. I wouldn't suggest running a marathon while you're doing this. But you can watch TV, listen to a podcast, an audiobook, whatever you'd like, visit with the person next to you. It is that easy and mindless that you don't really have to give a lot of thought to it while you're doing it. This is a dishcloth I made out of cotton yarn. I also wanted to show you this so that you can see why some yarns aren't good for this. This is one where you want to see the stitch. The stitch kind of gets lost in some yarns, like this twisted yarn. So I would not suggest that. I would say use a solid color or a self-striping when you want to do this. Today I'm going to show you how to do alternate colors on it as well. But it does look very nice and just a solid. So let's go ahead and get this started. For today's tutorial, I am just going to be using some scrap yarn I have. It's number 4 weight. And, sorry, I'm just going to get that out. I will be using a 5mm H8 hook. So to get started, what we want to do is get a slip knot on our hook. You can do that whichever way is most comfortable for you. And then we are going to do multiples. No, we're not doing multiples. We're just going to do an even number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for my sample, I'm just going to start with 14. So once we have these on, we are going to go into the second chain from the hook. This is never counted, the loop that's on your hook. You never count that one. This would be the first chain. This is the second. Right there. We're going to go right into there and make a single crochet. And then into its neighbor, we're going to go ahead and make another single crochet. Now we are going to chain 1, and we are going to get a hold of it. Skip this chain and go into the next chain. We're going to do that all the way across. We're going to chain 1, skip 1, single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, single. And you're going to do that all the way across your piece until you have 3 chains left, just like this. We're going to chain 1, skip that one, and then into these last 2 chains, we're going to place a single crochet. Just like that. Now we're going to chain 4. Turn our work. We're going to skip over these 2, and into this chain 1 space there, we are going to place a cluster. Now a cluster is basically, in this case, 4 double crochet together. So you're going to yarn over your hook like you're making a double crochet. You're going to go in and stop after you take 2 loops off. Yarn over, go in, go through 2 loops, stop. And you're going to do that until you have 5 loops on your hook, just like that. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through all those loops and chain 1. Now we're going to do that again into the next chain 1 space. So you're yarning over, you're going in like you're making a double crochet, but you're stopping in the middle of it. And we're going to do that a total of 4 times. So there's 2, 3, 4. And again, we have 4 double crochets halfway made, and we have 5 loops on our hook. Wrap that, pull it all through all 5, and chain 1. And we're going to do that all the way across. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrap, pull through those 2. So I've got 5 loops and chain 1. And into that next chain 1 we'll do it. And we're just going to keep on doing that until we reach the very end. We're making a double crochet cluster of 4. 5 loops, chain 1. Never mind what I just did in that last spot. Okay, when you get to we actually have you're going to go in and put a double crochet in that last stitch. Okay. My yarn dropped. I had to go pick that up. All right. So we've got that. Okay. Let's go ahead, chain 1, turn. Sorry for that little delay. Okay, now for this row, we've chained 1. We're going to go into that first stitch and make a single crochet. Then we're going to go into that chain 1 space and make a single crochet. Chain 1, and then we're going to go between the 2 clusters, make a single, chain 1, go between the clusters, make a single, chain 1, and we're going to do that all the way across. You do a single between the clusters and a chain 1, and a single and a chain 1. Okay, and now we get down here at the very end where we have that chain 4. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a single crochet into that chain 4 space. And then at the top of 1, 2, 3 chain, we're going to go ahead and put in a single crochet. Okay, now we're going to do our cluster row again. So we are going to 1, 2, 3, 4 chains and turn. And into that chain 1 space there, we're going to put a cluster. It's just 4 double crochet together. So you have 4 double crochets that you have not finished, and then you have 5 loops on your hook. Pull through, chain 1. Then we're going to do it again. Go in there, 1 not done, 2, 3, 4. Let's wrap that, pull it through all of them, and chain 1. And we're going to do this all the way down. Okay, when you get to your last 2 single crochets, we're going to make a double into that last one, but we are going to change colors. So when we get halfway done with that double, we are going to grab our second color, put that behind us and hang on to it. Now let's grab our color, pull it through, and chain 1. Now we're going to come back here and we're going to snip off that first color. You don't have to do this, but I like to just put a little knot in. And then I will sew those in later. So we've got our chain 1. We're going to go ahead, just like normal, put that single in the first one, put a single into the chain 1 space, chain 1, go between the clusters, make a single, chain 1, between the clusters, single, chain 1, do this, okay, and there we are at that chain 4 again. We've just put a single crochet into the chain 4, and then we're going to go to the top of the chain 3 and make a single. Okay, so we've changed our color. Now we are going to 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to skip these 2 singles. And we're going to go ahead and make a cluster into that chain 1 space. Same exact thing, we're just doing it in a different color. Five loops through, chain 1. Okay, now at the end of this row, I could change colors again, or I can just continue on and just make a double there at the end. Chain 1, turn. I'm going to do a couple more rows and show you just exactly how this looks, and I'll be back in the blink of an eye. Okay, you guys, so I did 2 rows in the blue, 2 in the green, then I did white and blue, 1 in blue and 1 in green, just so you have an idea of what it looks like when you stripe it. And then this one is a self-striping yarn, so you have some idea of what it might look like. And the wonderful thing about this stitch is it's the same on the front and the back. There is no right side or wrong side. So I hope you either learned a new stitch or got reacquainted with an old friend. And I thank you for watching. And if this is something you like, go ahead and subscribe. I do stitch tutorials every Saturday, and on Wednesdays, I do a Wednesday wrap-up where I talk about everything I've made, I'm making, and I'm thinking of making. And once in a while, I do have yarn hauls. So y'all have a good day. And again, thank you.